How did Count Dooku turn to the dark side of the Force? When Dooku was first introduced, he had already fallen under the influence of the dark side and had become the Sith Lord known as Darth Tyrannus. Because it was not explained in the films, what was the reasoning behind his choice to abandon the Jedi and fully devote himself to the Order of the Sith? Hopefully this video will answer that question. Dooku was the last primary apprentice of Grandmaster Yoda before the young Luke Skywalker would seek him out for training decades later. Dooku was a powerful and acclaimed Jedi, eventually ascending to the rank of Master and being cited throughout the Order as a pinnacle of what a Jedi should strive to be like. Eventually, Dooku himself took on an apprentice in the Jedi Qui-Gon Jinn. Over several years, Dooku too trained Jinn in the Jedi way until he himself became a Jedi Master. Dooku was often a great confidant for other Masters of the Order, such as Mace Windu and even Yoda himself. Through his many years as a Jedi Knight, Dooku became accustomed with the corruption of the Republic and the stench that covered its every move. Over these many years, Dooku witnessed the Republic turn a blind eye to those in need and go out of its way to assist the scum of the galaxy, all in the name of selfish motives and all in the name of the Republic. Dooku became frustrated with the Republic and also with the Jedi themselves, as he saw their pride building within them, and also witnessed how incredibly gullible they had become, bending to the commands of the Senate and the Republic. Although this disgusted Dooku, he remained a Jedi of the Order, as he felt he could do more good as a Jedi Knight than he could if he abandoned the Order entirely. During this time, Dooku also finally embraced his secret fascination with the dark side, looking through many texts of the Sith and experimenting in abilities unbefitting of a Jedi Master. Though Dooku successfully hid his inner change of heart for years, it eventually seeped out through his very presence, and those closest to him gradually witnessed his decline. One of Dooku's friends even said this to the Jedi Master: "I've seen your heart, and I know how empty it is. I've seen your anger, and I know how deep it is. I've seen your ambition, and I know how ruthless it is, and all of that will ultimately destroy you." Despite this, Dooku still strived to be a productive member of the Order, although his very being fought against him. One day, Dooku received word that his former Jedi apprentice and closest friend Qui-Gon had been slain by a Sith Lord on Naboo. Hearing of the Republic's decision not to act and become involved with the conflict on Naboo angered Dooku, but upon hearing that the Jedi themselves refused to become heavily involved, pushed him over the edge, and he departed from the path of the Jedi permanently, becoming one of the Lost 20. After Dooku's departure, he said this: "Even though I knew the Senate was corrupt, the Council was fallible, and Jedi training methods far from perfect, I remained with the Jedi Order for 12 years after Galadran. Why? Because I still believed that I could accomplish some good as a Jedi. I thought that I could bring about some positive changes, right certain wrongs, and do better than maintain the status quo. In short, I was an utter fool." After departing the Order, Dooku again acquired the fortune his family had built, and claimed the title of Count for himself once again. Although for a time Dooku removed himself from the affairs of the galaxy, his inner hatred and rage eventually corrupted him fully. One fateful day, the Dark Lord of the Sith, Sidious, found Dooku, offering him a chance to better the Republic and galaxy by destroying it entirely and rebuilding it, once again returning it to its former glory. Sidious also tempted the Count with something he had been ashamed to admit for decades, that he craved power and wished to become as powerful as he possibly could, despite the sacrifices required to do so. Dooku revealed to Sidious that he had been planning to find and destroy the Sith Master to exact revenge for his former apprentice's death. However, Dooku then went on to explain that in an effort to learn as much about this mysterious second Sith as he could, he became fascinated with them, and realized he shared many of the same beliefs. In Dooku's mind, the death of Qui-Gon was yet another example of the declined state of the Jedi, as it would have been so easily avoided. Dooku explained that the death of his former apprentice was an act that deeply grieved him, but he also realized why it had to be done. Dooku came to the conclusion that the Sith were on the pursuit to bring peace over the galaxy, and have it function under one all-powerful government. Dooku revealed that he had hoped the Dark Lord would seek him out, so that he too may become a pioneer of the New Order. After admitting all of this, Sidious deemed Dooku a true Lord of the Sith, and gave him the name Darth Tyrannus, and informing him that he was to play the role of catalyst that would jumpstart the plans to conquer the galaxy. Dooku was then commanded to utilize his many skills and newfound wealth to create an army of battle droids and reach out to others who witnessed the many flaws of the Jedi. Dooku used his former place as a Jedi Master to persuade others that the Jedi had become weak and allowed the Republic to run amok, refusing to do anything to prevent it. Dooku became the face of the Separatist movement, rallying all that shared same or similar views of the Republic. Secretly, the death of Qui-Gon still angered Dooku, and he wished to eventually kill Sidious in an attempt to claim the mantle of Dark Lord of the Sith for himself, and for vengeance for his lost friend. However, Dooku realized the power that Sidious held, and surmised that he was not yet powerful enough to overthrow him, but hoping that someday he might be. So that is why Count Dooku turned to the dark side and became the Sith Lord Darth Tyrannus. Dooku in large part did this to become a noted individual in the history of the galaxy, and attempt to shape it into what he thought it should be. I really liked the reason for Dooku's turn, the idea that he always craved power and had a fascination with the dark side, but in large part created a reason to justify his desires is really intriguing. The explanation that he originally wished to kill the Sith Lord, but upon learning more about him discovered they had similar views, is also a great touch. So tell me what you think about Dooku's turn. Does this answer satisfy you, or do you wish the explanation was different? And if so, what do you wish it was? If you have any other lore topics or questions you want answered, do not hesitate to tweet them at me at StupendousWave on Twitter, or leave a comment below and I will try my best to answer or make a full video dedicated to your topic. Thanks again so much for watching, it really means a lot. May the Force be with you, and have a great day.